You remember the time I mentioned a McDonald's Pixar short made by Bob McFly and Kennington, frankly, from a McDonald's commercial in Mexico. But frankly, well, I found another old commercial that McFly and Winterstone had made. It it was a lovely September night. Uh, while, while my parents were out getting some groceries, I, I was playing some Toy Story Mania on my PS3 in my brother's room. Just then, when they came back home, my mom told me that she found a rare DVD that was somehow lying by the car in the parking lot. She showed me the DVD. It was a Dreamworks McDonald's DVD. The DVD cover showed the various Dreamworks characters: Shrek, Donkey, Puss in Boots, RJ the raccoon, Vern the turtle, and Barry B. Benson in front of the McDonald's sign. Although I have a bad feeling about this because I had a remember a counting of about Ronald. It might be in this one. But however, I shrugged that my mind off by the time that he killed the Pixar characters in the short, and just start watching it anyway. I went downstairs and decided to test it out on my portable DVD player to check it out. So it started. First it showed up the DreamWorks SKG Home Entertainment logo, and the McDonald's logo and an orange background for 5 seconds. And then it just showed straight to the menu. But it didn't look like the one for the Pixar one. Only Shrek, RJ, and Barry were in a red background. And Ronald was seen by the various DreamWorks characters as well. And the menu buttons were still the same as said DVD. Well, here goes nothing, I said in a nervous tone. The commercial began. It showed Shrek swamp at dusk. Then it cut inside of the house, and Shrek was having dinner with his wife Fiona, his friend Donkey, Puss, and his kids, along with the donkeys. Hey, did you guys heard about a crazy man that is out killing innocent people? I don't know, honey. I never heard of him, Fiona replied to Shrek. You know, I heard he killed a cowboy doll and a spaceman action figure far, far away from us, Donkey said. Yeah, you know, I also heard that he killed an ant, 2 monsters in a factory, 2 fish, and a superhero, Puss replied. Well, I think it's just rumors or something, Fiona replied to Puss. You know, why don't we just pretend it's nothing like it's gonna happen to... Right before she was about to finish her sentence, she heard the door opening. Donkey went outside, and it was revealed to be Dragon, Donkey's wife. What's going on, baby? Is there something wrong? Donkey asked Dragon. She pointed to the figure running towards them, which was going on a parachute. When the figure dropped down, it was Ronald, and he looked seriously just like from the Pixar scene from the beginning, where he was in Andy's room for part of the McDonald's Pixar short. But except he had blood all over his makeup face. He has a cut on his finger, and it showed his had humans organs in his mouth, and when he smiled at Donkey and Dragon. Hey there, lovebirds. Want to see what's for our main course tonight? Ronald asked. No way, Donkey replied. You're being a stubborn piece of shit, he said. Oh, let's see about that, Bruto, Ronald said. He jumped like Yoda from the Star Wars films, and jumped on Dragon's head. Dragon tried to breathe fire on Ronald, but Ronald dodged every bit of Dragon's fire. Until then, he grabbed out his butcher's knife and stabbed it through her eyes, losing eyesight. Dragon roared in pain as she felt the pain of the dagger knife. Then, he grabbed out his lightsaber out of his pocket, and he sliced Dragon's head off, and Dragon soonly died. Donkey cried in tears. It was really kind of real, actually, like Eddie Murphy was really sad that his wife died in real life. Baby, No! Donkey said, still crying. Oh, give it up, you little pony boy, Ronald said. He threw his butcher's knife like a hatchet and stabbed it through Donkey's heart. Donkey screamed in actual pain. His scream is like every normal scream, like in the movies. I wonder what's going outside with Donkey, Shrek wondered. Then the door opened again, and Ronald jumped in. Everyone gasped in shock, except for Puss, since he grabbed out his sword. Hello, fairy tale creatures. It's time to have our main dinner tonight, which is an ogre meal, a tasty cat treat, and a little mutant donkey dragon kebabs. Hey, you get out of my swamp right now, you bloody clown man, or I'm gonna kick you out with my own foot, Shrek said. Ronald chuckled. Until then, Shrek let out his roar to scare Ronald away, but Ronald roared back, but his roar kind of sounds like a Godzilla roar. Oh, I'm not getting out of your swamp. I'm gonna get rid of you, and this will be my swamp, Ronald said. He ignited his lightsaber and plugged it in to add shocking powers, and he shocked everybody in the house: Fiona, Puss, the kids, and the dronkies. The ogre babies and the dronkies were crying as Fiona and Puss were screaming. Shrek jumped out of the window and tried to make a run for it. As Ronald saw him, he chased after him. Then the cameras showed as Shrek's face like he was running towards the camera, as Ronald was right behind him. Just then, Ronald threw his butcher's knife towards Shrek, and then it made contact on his back. Shrek grunted in pain, and as he fell onto the ground, while blood was leaking through his back. I wonder how my other teammates are doing, Ronald wondered. Then it cut to the over the hedge neighborhood. It showed in the hedge and got over, which revealed RJ and Vern and all the other animals eating that they stole from the humans. Just then, a little big yellow bird was hovering through the air watching them, and it was Birdie, but she looked a little more deranged than the previous episodes I saw with her. Her eyes were still scratched out, while blood was leaking through her eyes, and she had a snake tongue in her mouth. Let's go get those little rodents, Birdie told. As the gang were still eating the food, Hammy screamed like he was seeing something up in the sky. What is it, Hammy? RJ asked. Scary yellow bird, Hammy said. Birdie dropped down and shaking the whole ground, startling the animals. Hey, woodland creatures. Is there food for a little bird for me? Birdie asked. Oh no, this food is not for you, you oversized chicken head. You get out of here right now, Vern said. Oh really? Birdie said. Then let's have some lunch with you, she said. She grabbed a McDonald's flamethrower, which was red and yellow, except the trigger was black. And she started burning it to knock down some trees. Everybody run! RJ yelled. They run for their lives to get away from the trees falling. They were surrounded, but as they were coming back the other side of the hedge to go to the humans, Birdie jumped in front and burned the hedge with the animals in it. I can hear all the animals screaming as soon as the whole family had died. Birdie laughed like a Mario-like woman bird. I wonder how Grimace is doing, she asked. Then it cut to Central Park, from B-Movie. Then Barry was flying by to go see Vanessa. Well, I wonder how Vanessa is doing. I should probably go see, he said as he was flying around the park. Just then, as he was about to come by, a purple monster had come out in front of him, and it was Grimace. But his blood slave from the Grimace short I found wa- he, he was off him. Instead, his grin was more like a like, like a, I have no idea how to describe this one. "Hey there, little bee," Grimace said. Who are you?" Barry asked. "I'm Grimace, and I can see that you are not being nice," he said. "Hey, that's an insult to bees. You will pay for that," Barry said. He grabbed out his stinger and stabbed Grimace on his nose. Grimace yelled in pain as he felt the sting of Barry's stung. "All right, you stung me. I'll sting you," he said as he got out a gun. "Shoot," Barry said. "I gotta get out of here." Barry flew away to get away from Grimace, as Grimace chased after the little bumblebee. Barry was still flying to get away from him, but Grimace was really trying to catch up. "Hold still, you little bee. I want to buzz you out of here." As Barry was still running for his life, Grimace had the right target to shoot him. He shot the trigger and shoot Barry. As Barry felt the pain through his body as he collapsed to the ground and fell. Well, a royal beatdown." "You're bluffing, you purple thing," Barry told. "Am I?" Grimace said. He stomped on Barry as he squashed him to death, kind of similar how Ronald stomped Flick from the Pixar one. "Well, that's our next group of little characters for fearing us," Grimace said. "I better go back to the others." Then it cut to the credits. In the background, a little lullaby of Hallelujah from the first Shrek film played, and it showed many images of what happened to all the Dreamworks characters' fates, such as dragon-sliced head, donkey-stabbed body, the electric bodies of Fiona, the ogre babies, the dronkies, and Puss, Shrek stabbed back from Ronald's butcher's knife, the hole over the hedge family and burnt crisp in the hedge, and Barry's squashed body. Then it showed the good old slogan, "I'm loving it," but it was still red, and the text was still distorted, and it was still dark red. I took the disc out of the DVD player and put it back in its case. Then I emailed Dreamworks and McDonald's the next day, and I shipped it back to them so the company can get rid of it. I still can't believe Kennington had still became good, but his old friend Winterstone, well, he still has to learn his mistakes, right?